The ITER Show is executive produced by CQB, hosted by Tartarus, and sponsored by SC, Bradley's Pizzeria, ITER Asylum, and any other ITER-affiliated business. This broadcast may not be taken, redistributed, or used without the express written consent of ITER. ITER, go gold! Welcome back to the ITER Show. My name's CQB, and today I'm joined by ITER Show host Tartarus. Today we're gonna be asking him a couple of questions, of course, because he can't ask himself questions. I think that would be a little bit stupid. Ha 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 ha. Sorry, I'm so funny.
I wish I could ask myself questions.
You could do that right now. I could send you the script and
No,
you
I
could
am
talk to yourself like
at
a
that point.
crazy person.
At that point, put me in a psychiatric ward.
I'm down. I think we should do that. Anyways, Gets, thank you so much for what, 40 subs? I think we're close to 50 at this point. What do you think? I think we'll probably get to
Let me check
50.
real quick. Let me check real quick.
We're 40 on the dot last time that I looked, but we're close, dude. We'll be there because two videos should be uploaded or three actually, because Sky City Politics 101 should be uploaded by the time that this is up.
We're
Go watch that one.
done.
It's really good. You'll like that one. I think it should be well structured, but it's a little bit like one of those like school PowerPoint presentations, Like it's a little crazy. Anyways, Tar, you've made a name for yourself, and what's motivated you to get involved in the political scene of SSMC with being an influential eater, the voice of eater? I mean, dear God.
One of the things that's definitely motivated me to join the political scene is it's honestly the reason I joined the server. Because when I joined the server, it was just another random group post, and people were looking for anyone to run a government in this beautiful server. And I was interested. The main reason I even got into the political field is because the person that joined with me, trying to remember his name. He hasn't touched a server since the first week he joined. He was like an 8-year-old. So I pretty much guaranteed got a position.
Yeah.
What motivated me to stay and stay in the position and invest a little bit would be AFK, RIP, he left the server mysteriously. He showed me the history of Great Britain. He showed me all all the goods and the bads. So like kind of made me committed to keeping the server going.
And with this, you joined the unpopular Utopian Coalition, which you kind of brought into the forefront whenever you started that population in the Utopian desert, creating the desert nation. How do you personally define what utopia means in the context of Sky City?
Uh Honestly, I would personally define it as more of a forefront and a background. Like it's not exactly in the middle ground. It's gonna either be in the front or the back. Because in its history before I joined, it was like one of the most communist nations out there. Like I'm pretty sure that's why they got nuked and glassed over at least 3 times. But in its entirety, what it means to be a part of the utopia is to want to make things happen. Like not just waiting for people to do things. Like want to take charge and do things.
And speaking of the nukings, one of those people were uh, one of our legacy figures, Will, who runs the Industrialist Party. He opposed the Sky Republic, and some of these other legacy figures. How have you interacted with them, like in comparison with new players, and what challenges come from bridging that generational divide in leadership and influence?
Real quick. I gotta deal with my brother real quick. Pause. Put us on the ad break.
There, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. some of the challenges that come from bridging that divide is like you'll understand like I somewhat understand some of the events that happened before me, but I'm not gonna know everything. So if there's a like key pivotal moment that I missed, it's definitely gonna become a challenge for like having that capability in bridging. With the newer generations, it's a little bit easier because since they have a similar point at where I started, I would like to like teach them the history. I said leave. Okay, back to what I was saying. Bridging that gap helps promote the history of the server and honestly makes it a better place.
No, I agree. I agree. And to go off script a little bit, what do you say to those who are new that don't want to choose or having a struggle in choosing a group to align with?
For all the new people that are struggling to like just do a little bit of research. Just ask around. Like people like Will, me, CQB, and a lot others will understand what each party means and what they mean to people. So that's easily one of the best ways you can choose which group to align with.
And some of these parties are rising currently, like Beater. What do you think sets the utopian approach apart from these newer groups? I know you probably don't know a whole lot about Beater. No one really does. In fact, it's probably about to fall if you guys didn't know because Big Pong, their leader, has chosen to align differently as of actually 3 hours ago. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. We'll see what happens in there, but
It really goes to show like how quickly things can change though. In fact, I'll have to go back and fix parts of a video that I've already recorded because things are so quick to shift in this landscape, you know?
because that's politics for you. Nothing's gonna stay at one level. It's always shifting, changing.
It is, it is.
It's gonna be impossible to predict.
What has your relationship been with the other major utopian parties such as the ITER Sky Sweden? Is there unity or just alignment in name?
If anything, it's it's a little bit of a 50-50. With the Sky Sweden, which hasn't had a lot of representation recently, that's more of an alignment. Like they're a part of the utopian nation, but they're more aligned than anything. With the Eater Party, well, that is literally the thing that we're running. Like I'm the host of this show and I'm getting asked questions about it. Like me and you are the ones running Eater for the most part. So that's like there's unity between the utopia.
Still back out.
True. And Sky City's constantly evolving. Do you think the current party structure will last, speaking with these groups? Or is it changing inevitably as new ideologies and leaders emerge?
If anything, that depends on some of the like choices that might play out in the coming
Energy
years.
surge at the pipes.
Because
Explosives
with
about to
SC
blow.
being up in the air as we can still play the server, that might make it so the party system dies out a little bit. Because like when I joined, it was
Fuel
Billy
supplies
Bob was the
lost.
president
More
and there wasn't going to be an election. Ever.
Huge controversy. But of course, he does align himself with the Utopian Coalition. It's a tough thing for us to do. Whenever you have somebody uh that a lot of people dislike, you know, in the crossfire, and we're in some ways put in the crossfire whenever he was president. How did you adapt and react to that situation? Because obviously we were both affected by that to some degree because we 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 work for him. We work for the SCF in general, no matter our political alignment.
Honestly, in my personal opinion, that's mainly affected me in the I would try and jump in to either come to someone's defense because they were getting absolutely annihilated. Like, example, when they charged the Capitol building, which I'm not even sure it's even there anymore. I haven't checked. But when they charged that building, I was originally part of the attacking force in that riot. Like, okay, we need, like, I didn't think it was going to be guns blazing, we're blowing everything up. I thought it was going to be, we are going to go up there and force him to go out of office. But
And
then
that's crazy because he's on your side,
yeah,
right? I mean, like,
I
he aligns with us.
I was agreeing because some of my other allies, being Goat and a few others, were a part of the charge. I'm like, okay. Like, and mainly, I was being a little bit of an inside man on the job. Like, I wasn't fully there. Like, you could ask Goat and Billy. I was informing Billy of the whole process while they were doing the charge. So, call me a spy or whatever you want. I was doing a little bit of espionage. Don't make this come back around me if you can. But then I saw they were going to start blowing stuff up, and I immediately switched from doing like double ego, like alter ego stuff to immediately trying to defuse the bomb and prevent the building from getting annihilated. Which, as you can tell, didn't work because the building no longer stands, and the whole Doomsday Coalition building that was under it had been completely caught in the crossfire. Which sucks. Because I really wanted to preserve that building for, like, history purposes.
Crazy thing again. Utopian coalition, whole idea of preserving our past, preserving our history, catching things in the crossfire in that way is almost detrimental and kind of what's the word for it? Contradictory to our ideals, our beliefs in general. You joined at a time when systems were already in place. Looking at those systems from your entry point, what were the immediate flaws you noticed, and do you think they've improved over time?
First off, the immediate flaw that I noticed when I joined the server was the lack of power dynamic between the president and you as the owner. Because there was a lot of discommunication. Like, there wasn't any communication going. It was mainly, this person didn't like this person, so they immediately got banned. And there was attacks getting flown back and forth. So the government system at the time was an immediate downside. Because you did have your little bit of a temper tantrum for a while, which caused a lot of fear in the eyes of the people.
And I still like that still stays true today. Like, you look at Goat's situation, he had a little, uh, what do you call it? Fight with our owner, and, you know, obviously I try not to throw a temper tantrum, but, there was some level of disagreement, with Billy and Goat and SC. That situation has cooled down, thank God. There was, guys, just in case you didn't know.
This server would have ended.
Yes.
Oh,
Goat
wait.
was what, assigned a 2-week ban? Was it that? I think that was the final,
At the time when I joined and, like, the whole bomb was going off, that was when server dissension was a big prevalent idea in people. Like, they're like, okay, we're going to go to a different server.
yes.
Fence Blast was the one that ran it. That completely fell out because
Nobody cares about Blast.
no.
That's crazy. No, and you think that kid, what, left immediately after? It's crazy. Um, If you had the power to pass one sweeping reform in Sky City today, what would it be and why?
Ooh. There's a lot of things I would want to do on this server, but
That's a tough one. I just put you on the spot. I know I did.
taking ooh. Honestly, the one thing I would reform is get rid of all the creative. Like, obviously, you got to get things in place for it to work. But the inability to go to mainland, the fact that all the resources are getting pulled out of creative, like half the buildings in Sky City are made in creative. Like, that's one of the things I pride Desert on, is I had to hand build a lot of those out of survival with resources that I had to gather. But yeah, definitely getting rid of the major creative use.
It's crazy to think about, you know. You actually you fly over the Utopian Desert. In fact, you fly anywhere in Sky City. I mean, it looks
Yeah.
like it is all built in creative. But some of that historical district area, guys, if you didn't know, yes, it was built in survival. Sky City was literally bridged up at one point to be built.
Because it was one block thick. I still hated falling into the void and losing everything.
It did happen a lot.
Because someone would break a single hole, and you would think, oh, there's a hole. It's not patched up. Maybe there's something under it. No, and you actually trip in and fall to your death. Fun times.
In a few words, what's your vision for Sky City's future?
Okay, let's try and keep this to one sentence. My vision for Sky City's future is probably... Oh, I'm running on again. My vision for its future is that we create a system that's sustainable. Like, the keyword here is sustainable. Because, like, what we have, none of the systems usually last more than a month. It's like someone gets angry, and then something happens, and instantly a new system has to be made. So I want something sustainable.
Exactly right. Like last week we talked about this. We had the script flip here. You were interviewing me. I think I mentioned that we want things to be able to be picked up for generations to come on this server, and that is a key focus. Um there there is a lot going on, and sometimes it's hard to maintain it all and tie it together, which is why that's a difficult question. Um, the vision for Sky City's future could be a broad thing, you know?
Yeah.
That's all the questions I have for you, Tar. Is there anything at all you wanna add?
Call this a shameless plug-in. Like and subscribe to this video and get us to 50 subs. And please give me admin. Just please.
I don't know. You might have it by the time we're recording this, because it we just recorded like 2 other interviews, guys. You gotta appreciate the the grind that we're cranking out here. Honestly, I was thinking about splitting up the last interview into 2, but I think we're gonna keep it one episode because I think you guys deserve a dual interview for a change. You know, it's great. All right, that was the interview. Go gold. Support Sky City government. Shout out BTE, SC, Soldier for helping out the server. We appreciate you guys always. Of course, thank you for watching.